you an ambitious man? Imagine you could have everything. Wealth, admiration, and power. Everything is yours. The only catch, you have to forsake God. Would you do it? If you're an atheist, you'd say yes and sign away your soul without hesitation. If you're a believer, you'd probably say no. But here's the truth. Ambition pulls most men away from God. Not all at once, but piece by piece. I was one of those men. I made millions, gained millions of subscribers, and built a movement of men. But in chasing greatness, I lost God, the foundation of my soul. Now, this probably won't be my most popular video, and you might not like what I'm about to say. But honestly, I don't give a crap, because ambition has a very dark side no one wants to talk about. As men, we're always told that ambition is a good thing, and I agree. Ambition ignites greatness. Without it, a man isn't truly living. He's merely existing. A shadow of what he could be, like a bird without wings. Pathetic. Ambition is necessary. Anyone who denies that is an estrogenic cockroach. But here's the truth no one talks about. Ambition has a dark side. It drives you to greatness, yes, but it also has the power to consume you. It whispers that no achievement is good enough. It demands more and more sacrifice. And the higher you climb, the greater the cost. Friends, family, health, even your own sanity. Now, the reason I'm sharing this is because a few months ago, I sacrificed everything. My health, family, alliances I had carefully built. And I got burned, badly. I even ended up in the hospital. Lying there, I realized this has happened to every conqueror in history. Every single one of them has been burned by the fire they chased. But for me, the worst loss wasn't my health, family, or alliances. It was God. In chasing greatness, I abandoned the very foundation of my soul. It reminded me of Icarus. Let me tell you his story. There's an ancient myth about a man named Icarus. His father gave him wings made of feathers and wax, a gift that allowed him to fly. But his father warned him, "Son, don't fly too close to the sun, because those wings will melt. But don't fly too low to the sea either, or the water will weigh them down." Icarus did not listen. He started flying, and ambition drove him higher and higher. Every now and then, he'd look down and see how small other humans were beneath him. He felt like a god, became cocky, and started flying even higher. But as he got closer to the sun, his wings melted, and he fell from the sky, consumed by the very fire he chased. He plummeted to his death, his ambition leading to a brutal end. Icarus isn't just a myth, it's a mirror, a warning for ambitious men who fly too high, chasing the fire that will consume them. Most people know the story, but they miss the deeper lesson. It's not just about arrogance. It's about ambition without balance and the devastating cost of never knowing when to pull back. Think about men with ambition, men who only strive for more. Andrew Tate is a prime example. He became the most popular guy in his field, 10x'd his net worth in just 2 years. And there were moments when he could have lowered his flight. The moment he became a father, he could have stepped back, focused on fatherhood and family, away from the spotlight. It could have been a time to gain deeper insight. Or the moment he converted to Islam, he could have taken time to truly connect with God, instead of choosing a religion for political reasons. But instead of stepping back and working on the soul, he kept wanting more, going higher and higher, until he got burned. I can name many different examples, like Alex Hormozi, who is a big name in the entrepreneurial world. His life is built around work, with no belief in God or desire for a family. He is a beast when it comes to business, But if you look into his eyes, you see something missing. There's something soulless, something dead in his eyes. There are thousands of men like this, driven but empty, and most of them fall sooner or later. And that's why I'm sharing this, because it all ties back to the Icarus story. There comes a moment after accomplishing so much when a man must recognize when enough is enough, when he must prevent ambition from consuming him. That's the moment he needs to pull back, leaving the brightness of the sun and descending into the depths of the sea. Now, what does it mean to descend into the darkness? It means taking time for the soul, isolating yourself. It means reconnecting with God, taking a step back from materialism, healing yourself, and feeding your soul. Do not misunderstand it. I am not telling you to get lost in the darkness, because if you become consumed by introspection and healing alone, you can drown. It's a forgotten part of the story of Icarus. Everyone remembers him getting too close to the sun, but his father warned him not only about the sun, but also about flying too low to the sea. Flying too close to the water could soak his wings, weighing him down until he'd crash into the ocean and drown. It's why people who get stuck in a cycle of therapy, endlessly focused on healing, often stay depressed. Some even become suicidal. They're flying too close to the sea. The goal here isn't just to retreat or give up. It's to lighten your load and gain insight, so that when you rise again toward the sun, toward new ambitions, you do so as a wiser, lighter version of yourself. Now, you may not fully understand what I mean yet, so let me tell you how this happened to me. A few months ago, I did my first big launch on YouTube. I didn't need the money. In fact, I was the fastest growing self-improvement channel at the time. And yet, I was still chasing more and more. Instead of focusing on our movement, I focused on selfish desires. And that's when everything came crashing down. Alliances shattered. My reputation was sullied. My health diminished. Luckily, I didn't continue pushing forward. I launched for less than a week. I said the program would close forever, and it has remained closed ever since. You see, instead of pushing forward blindly, I embraced the fall. I took time to reflect and think about what truly mattered. I connected with God. I did breath work and faced my traumas. And now, our movement will achieve incredible things because I took the time to work on myself in dark isolation. Plus, I will give away a free faceless guide in the very next video to make up for my mistakes. But that's besides the point. The important lesson here is to recognize when enough is enough. Every conqueror in human history has climbed, only to fall, reminding us that ambition without balance leads to ruin. So, yes, set a bold goal for yourself, a target that, once hit, will change your life and the lives of those you care about. Maybe it's a financial milestone, or a challenge that pushes you to your limits. Whatever it is, go after it relentlessly. Tap into your drive, your hunger. Use every ounce of power you've got. But when you've achieved it, when life has changed, take a moment to come back down. Reconnect with your soul. Regain your center. It doesn't have to be a long time. A few weeks, even a few days can be enough. Because in the end, the universe always seeks balance, correcting extremes. Light and shadow, masculine and feminine, fire and water. So if you never course correct, never seek balance, and hyper-focus on ambition, the universe will pull you back eventually. This is how so many men crash out. They keep pushing and pushing, always working on the external, never taking a moment to look within, until the universe finally forces them down, and they have no choice but to do the internal work because their bodies simply won't move anymore. That all being said, you must rise before you can descend. Don't become one of those worms who spend all their time soul searching without ever getting off the ground. Use your pain, use your trauma, climb the mountain. Then, when you've reached the top, take a moment to reflect, reconnect, and heal, so that when you rise again, you'll do so more enlightened, wiser, and ready to conquer the next peak. Now, let me know if you watch this video until the end. This one is a bit different, and I don't expect many to have the attention span to listen all the way through. But if you did, drop a comment and let me know if you like this style, where I share wisdom through stories and my own mistakes. And also, one of the insights I gained when I spent time in isolation is that it's time for our movement's resurrection. We will make the Far From Weak movement go global. In 2025, the resurrection of our movement begins. From bow hunting and shooting ranges, to business growth and spiritual work, from riding horses to driving supercars, we're going to come together, push each other, and build bonds that last. This is more than a channel. It's a brotherhood of men who know ambition matters, but must never cost us our souls. The resurrection is coming. Together, we rise, stronger, wiser, and far from weak. By the way, if you want to level up in life, don't forget to show some love by hitting the like and subscribe button. Until next time.